everyone. Welcome to my channel, Budget for Success. Woo, 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 woo. My name is Onyx, and I am so excited that you are here because I have some tips and tricks for budgeting that I cannot wait to share with you. But before we get started, I just wanted you to recognize that this is my grandma shirt. Why? Because I'm gonna be a grandma. Woo, woo, yes. I'm so excited. I'm walking around telling everybody I'm gonna be a grandma. So with that comes responsibility, right? So I want to make sure that I create a financial security for not just myself, but also my family. So I've been on this journey for quite some time to do just that. But I'm ready to share some tips and tricks with the world so that you guys can get on board right along with me. If you follow my channel, Budget for Success on YouTube, you know I get out there just about 3-4 times a week sharing videos about how I cash stuff. Cash stuffing is a huge part of my journey to financial freedom. However, there's lots of other things that I put in place. A lot of it has to do with the work experience that I've had over the years. So let's get started into my presentation. So I wanted to just kind of take a minute just to share with you. Give me a moment as I pull it up. I wanted to share with you some things that I have learned on my journey. So this is budgeting tips and tricks to prepare for retirement. And it's not just retirement, but just prepare for financial freedom. That's really what I should change the title to. All right, let's see. Let's go to the next slide here. So the things that I'm going to cover, so this is going to be a 5-part series, right? So I'm going to do an introduction, and then step 1, I'm going to teach you how to look at your big financial picture. This is so important when you're going down the path of getting to financial freedom. Businesses do this. I worked for city government for so long. When I went into a city brand new as a CFO or a finance director, I had to look at the big picture before I could drill down, which is step number 2, drill down into the details. And then step 3 is once you have all these details and you have the picture, how do you balance the two? How do you balance what is to what you want it to be, what you've created for your big picture? And then step 4 is actually reaching for those goals, but you do it with a solid, flexible plan. So this is going to be broken up into mini series, right? So you can come back and play them again, join in at step 2, go back and listen to step 1, etc. So let's get started. First, who am I? Why would you listen to me? Well, I'm Onyx Jones, and I have a business, Budget for Success. I'm an entrepreneur. I actually got my degree in entrepreneurship many years ago from Wichita State University. And that degree really helped me think like an entrepreneur. Although I spent many years working for government, I always had an entrepreneur mindset. But I also had my own business. One of the most significant accomplishments that I had in my career as an entrepreneur was I helped a nonprofit clinic get started, and it was from the ground up. Like I built the books from the ground up because the building was built, was completed, but there was nothing in it. There was no patients, there was nothing. And I worked with this visionary who started this nonprofit organization with the help of many people. And I worked alongside of her to help build the books and get the company going in the right direction. So this was a clinic called Center for Health and Wellness in Wichita, Kansas. And Arnitha Martin was the visionary. So it was a great experience. And so I did have many other experiences as an entrepreneur that really helped me kind of create the mindset that I needed to go in as a CFO or as a finance director and lead an entire organization. I'm also a published author. You can see the book in the background, The Unofficial Guide to Achieving Your Goals. So this was 7 steps that I wrote several years ago. I put 7 steps that I followed to go from being homeless to being, in a place where I could say that I have financial freedom. And so those 7 steps are very short because I wanted anyone, whether they're a teen or, just getting started out of college, to be able to read this and go, man, I can do this. I can create the life that I want. So there's 7 steps. They're very short. You can pick it up on Amazon. It's available online as well. You can get an ebook for, I think, $3.99. I'm also a retired assistant city manager slash CFO. I worked for 20 plus years for various cities over my career path as an employee as well as a consultant. My more recent job was for the city of Culver City as I retired from that city as the assistant city manager. Boy, did that role allow me to see the big picture. So that role, was really interesting to transition from being a CFO where I'm drilling down into the details to being assistant city manager where I'm assisting the city manager on big picture visionary projects. I'm also was appointed as a trustee for the Board of Investments for LACERA. LACERA is Los Angeles County Employers Retirement Association, one of the largest retirement agencies across the country with assets of excess of $75 billion. And I sat on the board that was responsible for all of the investments that were made for that organization. And so I, along with all the other members, made huge decisions, billion-dollar decisions with the help of staff. And so, of course, I had to go through a lot of training and education for this role. I actually completed a course from fortunate to go back to my hometown and go to the University of Penn Wharton School of Business and complete one of their investment strategy courses. So I learned a whole lot in that experience. I'm also a social media influencer, which is probably why you're watching this video, because you found me on social media. And I use this as a platform to share the knowledge that I've gained so that anyone could have access to this information. I'm a cash stuffer. I told you from the top, I love stuffing cash. That is part of my business practice as far as my family. My family, I treat it like a business. And so cash stuffing helps me become intentional with my spending, and it's very important. I'm also a supportive wife, a cool mom, an amazing daughter, and now my new role, I'm a grandma. Whoop, 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 whoop. And I'm very proud of each of those roles. And having those roles has really pushed me to be financially free. And then I'm also very proud and excited to be the Secretary Treasurer for the Otis Lee Johnson Scholarship Fund. So this is a scholarship fund that specializes in offering scholarships for people who have either been in the foster care system and they're aging out and they're trying to get back into school or get into college and they need financial assistance, as well as people who may have been incarcerated and now they're back into the community and they want to go to school to better themselves, or veterans. So any of those folks that need assistance, we formed this scholarship fund to help them. We're all about giving second chances. All right. So that concludes my first segment. You got to learn a little bit about me, but you must come back because I'm just getting started. I am going to talk to you about how I took a big picture, a 30-foot view of my finances and how I made a decision that today was the day. I was going to make a change. I was going to have financial freedom. I was going to create wealth, generational wealth for my family. And I did just that. And it took several years, but I want to share all those steps with you. So come back for my next video. Bye for now. Love you guys.